Good morning. Let's start this session. Sitting in a comfortable position. Roll the shoulders back and down. Good, and then cross your legs on the other way. Good, and then roll the shoulders back and down. And then twist gently. Lengthening the breath. Good, and then find that grounding with the hips, with the sit bones. Align the spine and gently close your eyes. Breathe in deeply. As we close the eyes, we bring the gaze up. Forehead relaxed, face muscles relaxed. Bringing the top of the crown of the head towards the ceiling so we can feel a little bit taller, but without holding tension. Relaxing the shoulders. Breathing nice and long. And allow yourself to, as you breathe long, to breathe in any way that feels good for you. And notice how is that feeling. If it's really feeling good and relaxed, then carry on. If you feel any tension around the upper body, the middle back, upper back, then perhaps divert the attention towards the abdominal breathing. But normally when we try to lengthen the breath, because we've been already practicing that abdominal breathing and that full yogic breath quite often, then the body knows what to do. Sometimes we need reminders. But the most important thing is that we start acknowledging, we start noticing how is our breathing, so we can control him through the day, so we can manage our emotions, our stress level, so we can feel more energized or more relaxed. Good, and then inhaling and bring the palms together at the level of the heart. Starting with your gratitude practice, choosing your 2 things that you want to bring to your awareness, saying thank you every day. And then set your intentions for this practice. And if you want your intentions for the day, but remember with the energy of the full moon, we should just do things that fills our soul, some self-care, some arts, a bath, anything nice, especially as it is International Women's Day. And with the next inhalation, raise the palms up. Exhaling, lowering down. And with a few blinks, open your eyes. Namaste. So we're going to start by crossing the legs again on the other way, and just a gentle exercise with the hands that it seems like most people find a little bit challenging, even though it's just a normal movement. So it seems like when we straighten the arms and we bring the fingers towards us, that is kind of okay for most people. But then when we bring them in, some people find it a little bit more challenging, but that's looking good. Try to lock the elbows because there's no weight. This is completely different than what we would do when we're carrying weight, okay? Exactly the opposite. And then we open them to the sides. Good, and then bring them down. Okay, inhaling, bring them up. Exhaling. Good. Good, and then with one hand, help on the knuckles and stretch a little bit more. Breathe slowly. Good, and then the other way. But when we bring the fingers back, sometimes we're not stretching here. So first bring the fingers back and then press on the base of the arms and notice how it runs the stretch all around the arm. Good, and then the other one, opposite hand. Try to stretch the arm as much as possible. Now we feel the stretch on the top part of the arm. And that is how it should be when we are stretching the arms. First with the fingers, sorry. When we're stretching the arms, we should feel the work on the arm muscles. If we're not feeling the work on the arms, then we are over stretching, and then on the base, the fingers. Good, and then release and shake. Good, so let's stretch the legs. Bounce and shake and move your toes. Good, so first of all, let's start with that Baddha Konasana with the feet, sole of the feet together with the hands by the sides, and then just bounce up and down. Bring the chin to the chest. Breathe slowly. Make sure there is enough space between ears and shoulders, bringing the shoulders down. And then without pulling with the head, just allowing. Feeling that gentle stretch on the upper back, on the neck. Good, and then stop that bouncing. And when we stop the bouncing, then we bring the knees and the feet together and walk back with the feet. Good, shoulders back and down. Now we're gonna come on the side. So just with the tip of your fingers resting there, lean slightly back to keep the balance. Good, and then inhaling, bring the arms all the way up. Good, and then exhaling, bring them to the sides with the fingertips only. And then inhaling, bring the chin parallel to the floor, shoulders back and down. Good. We do it again. Bring the tiptoes down. Hold. Relax the shoulders. Good, and then we start again. So lean back just slightly. Inhaling, bring the arms up. Exhaling, bring them to the sides. Shoulders down. Inhaling, raise the shins parallel to the floor. Good, and exhaling down. And this time bring the feet together, sole of the feet together, and lean forward. And bounce again. Good, and then we stop that bouncing. And then bring the feet as closer to you as you can. You can even open hip width apart from there. So we can lean forward a little bit more. You can use your arms to push you forward with the back. Good, and then inhale and bring the arms up. Good. And then exhaling, lowering down. And then from here, supporting with the fingertips, we bring the knees forward. Good. And feel the stretch on the thighs. Good. And then stay where you are, if you can. With the knees forward. Now we bring the fingers pointing towards us. Good. And bring the shoulders back. Arch the spine. Good. And then release the weight. Bring the hips down. And wrap around with the arms. Breathe slowly. We're going to do it again. So bring the heels as closer to the hips as you can. Inhaling, bring the arms up. Good, and then exhaling, lowering down. This time the fingertips pointing out. Good, and then come on the tip of your toes, bringing the knees forward, feeling the stretch on the thighs. Very good. And then from there, coming back to sit. Stretch the legs, toes towards you, align the spine, shoulders back and down. Good, so we're gonna come on tabletop. Hands and knees aligned. And even though we're supporting with some other parts of the body on the tabletop and it's easier than the downward facing dog, we need to do exactly the same. We need to soften the elbows and bring the weight to the side of the pinky finger and then to the engaging with the fingertips. And then from there, we're going to stretch the right leg out with the tiptoes, the hips square. Good. And then inhaling, toes pointing, and we open the hip to the side, bringing the hand towards the middle, a lot more aligned with the belly button, just with the fingertips. Keep pointing with the leg, nice and active, that leg, the glutes. And then inhaling and bring the hand on the shoulder if you can. If not, just keep it there. If you can. And then inhaling, raise it up if possible. Good. And then exhaling, lowering the hand down, aligning the hips, and then bring it down. So some of you, as we were trying to do the balance, you were already doing a similar thing that we're going to do on the other exercise. I'm just going to turn around to do the other side. I'll explain later. So try to, from the tabletop, inhaling, bring the left leg out, keeping the hips square first, just so we can engage the glutes, the leg, point with the toes, even more active, and then start lifting. And keeping, so we turn the hip up, but we don't need to lift the leg very high, because if we bring it higher than the hip, then we're not so strong and the balance is a little bit more challenging. And then we can bring the hands on the shoulder perhaps, and then up, or just keep it, you can keep it on the hip or you can keep it on the floor, whatever it is that feels good for you. Good, and then unwinding, hand on the shoulder, tilting, bring the hand down. Good control, bring the knee down. Good, and then sit on your heels, cross your arms and rest the forehead on your lower arms. Well done. Close your eyes and bring the gaze up. Just for a couple of gentle breaths. And when you've done your 2 rounds of breath, inhaling and start coming up to your tabletop again. But this time, this is what some of you did as trying to bring the balance, which is the next one. So normally when we want to balance, if we bring the leg that is going to be resting more on an angle, then we can have more balance. So we're going to come on that half plank. So for the half plank, the toes are pointing and we bring it straight to the back, and then the other leg is straightened out. Make sure that the knee doesn't go over to the shoulder or towards the other leg. That is straighten from the hip down and then lower the hand down. Again, here we're supporting the weight with the hand as well. So bring the weight towards the base of the pinky finger and the fingertips. And then align the shoulders, bring the hand on the shoulder to bring that top shoulder towards the back a little bit more. And then inhale and straighten. And keep pressing with the toes of that straightened leg so you can feel the stretch on that side. That half plank. If you feel a lot of weight on the base of the palm, then soften the elbow a little bit more and see how it feels. And it's softening and bringing the weight towards the side of the hand. Good, and then exhaling, bringing the hand forward, over, and down. Then bring the hand down. And now we're going to do the other side. I'm just going to turn around so I can see you. You can stay where you are if you want, or you can turn around as well. So we bring the knee to the side. Of course, make sure that the knee and the hands are aligned also. Stretch the toes as much as possible. Bring the shoulder back. Bend the elbow of that hand, the arm that is carrying the weight. And then inhale and bring the arm up. Breathe slowly. Very good. Good, and then with exhalation, bring the hand over and down, and bring the knee down. Bring the hips to the back, and bring the forehead down. The arms to the back. If you need an extra support under the forehead so you can completely relax in that Sashankasana pose. Breathe slowly. One more round of breath. Good, and then inhaling and start coming up to sit on your heels. Shoulders back and down. Good, and then from here, so just one more. What we're going to do is we bring the hands pointing out, the fingers pointing out, but here it's very normal to overextend the arms. Now bend them. And normally, I keep reminding that when we are carrying weight with the arms, try not to bring the elbows to the sides. So this is a good position to remind you that if you try to bend the elbows to the sides, so try to bend the elbows to the sides. There's a lot of pressure on the hand, right? So remember that. That is something that we don't want to be feeling. So how we do it? We bring the elbows towards the ribs. Okay. And that's how we support the weight. So they bend, but they don't bend outwards, they bend towards the ribs. And that way we become much more stronger. And we can support our whole body with the arms when we are able to strengthen in this position, because it's not just the arms, it's the shoulders, it's the back, it's the core, it's everything supporting. Okay, so bringing the fingertips to the sides, we're just going to bend the elbows and lower down slightly, looking up, and then exhaling round. Bring the chin to the chest. Get inhaling, exhaling. And one more, inhale, exhale. Good, and then bring the hips to the back, sit on your heels and bring the palms together. Feel the heat on your palms. Heat means change, transformation. That's when we can become more flexible. So keep that heat for as long as you can. Same as we do in Savasana. We try to keep the heat of our body as we cover ourselves, so the body can adapt better to the changes. One more round of breath. Good, and then gently open your eyes. Bring the hands in front of you. Tuck the toes under and roll on your toes. Bring the hips high. And then walk back with the hands. Forward fold. Allow the head to hang freely. And remember, you can here bend the knees slightly if you need to, so there's not too much weight on the heels, so we can stretch the hamstrings. Here, in the same way that we do with the hands, engage with the fingertips, here we do it with the toes. So press with the toes, bringing that weight slightly forward. Good, and then bend the knees. Straighten the arms, palms facing each other. Stomach in. And inhaling, come all the way up to standing, palms together. Exhaling, lowering the hands through the center towards your heart and by your sides. Good, and then from there, shake the legs, shake the arms. Good, and grab your blanket to get ready for Savasana. Well done for your practice. Always feel good before we get into that relaxation, into that safe space that we can always create, where nothing else is important more than being present. Stretch the legs, stretch the arms, keep the gaze up. Relax the jaw, chin slightly towards the chest. Keeping the awareness on your breathing. Feeling your heartbeat. And allowing your breathing to become softer. As we relax more, send some love to your body. Perhaps be grateful for all the things that you are able to do. And we stay here for another 2 minutes, keeping the gaze up and completely relaxed. And then slowly start wiggling your toes and your fingers. Breathing more deeply. Keeping your eyes closed. Inhale, bring the feet together. And bend the knees one at a time to lengthen the spine. Raise the right arm and roll on the right side. After a few breaths, use your arms to bring you up to sitting position. Still with your eyes closed, the gaze up, spine uplifted. Inhaling, bringing the palms at the level of the heart, pressing gently. And we sing one Om as a way of union. When you're ready, inhale deeply. Inhale and exhale. And keeping the palms together with the next inhalation, bring the thumbs to the third eye for the right thoughts. And exhale. Inhaling, bring them closer to the mouth for the right word, the right say. And exhale. And inhaling, bring them closer to the heart center for the right feelings and compassion. And exhale. With a few blinks, open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you for joining and for your practice. Let me know if there's any questions. Have a lovely day.